Ejike pays the price of desperation. Ejike was a man who had always desired more. Born into a humble family in a small Nigerian village, he grew up witnessing the struggles of his parents and siblings. The dream of a better life gnawed at him constantly, urging him to seek out fortune by any means necessary. At 25, he stumbled upon an opportunity that promised him the wealth he craved. A man in his village who, rumor had it, had grown rich overnight through mysterious means. Driven by desperation and envy, Ejike approached this man, who introduced him to a powerful court. The initiation was daunting, filled with arcane rituals and oaths. But Ejike's hunger for wealth overshadowed his fear. For the next 5 years, he followed the court's instructions to the bitter, performing dark rituals that brought him the riches he desired. He lived a life of luxury, buying cars, houses, and enjoying the company of many. In his village, he was envied by the youth of his age. They loved his lifestyle and how he flaunted his wealth. Ejike most times dresses according to the color of his cars. And whenever he passes, the villagers will be waving and sometimes running to meet up his convoy to see if they can catch up with him and ask for financial assistance. But with great wealth came great isolation. Ejike's relationship grew superficial, and his soul felt increasingly hollow. His beautiful wife, Adaeze, was his only solace. She was a kind-hearted woman who had no idea about his dark dealings. They married, and her sister, Chioma, often visited their home. Chioma was a devout Christian and a prayer warrior, known for her unwavering faith. Ejike's wealth grew, but so did the demands for the court. They constantly required him to offer more sacrifices. He started with animals, even some of his body parts like the hairs on his head, then progressed to strangers and eventually people he knew. Each ritual left him feeling more empty and tormented, but the fear of losing his wealth kept him bound to the court's will. One fateful evening, the court leader summoned Ejike for a special meeting. He was told that his wealth had reached a peak, and to maintain it, he had to make the ultimate sacrifice. Someone close to him, they suggested Chioma, Adaeze's sister, whose powerful prayers and faith were seen as a threat to their dark powers. Ejike was horrified. He had sacrificed many, but Chioma was family, and he loved her so much. She was a good girl that had morals, always present to assist his wife and him since they were childless. He tried to protest, but the court leader's words were final. If he did not comply, he would lose everything and face the court's wrath. Torn and desperate, Ejike began to plan. He invited Chioma to stay with them for a while, under the pretext of wanting to strengthen family bonds. Chioma, ever kind and trusting, agreed. She arrived with her Bible and prayer books, ready to spend the time with her sister and brother-in-law. One thing about Chioma is that she never goes anywhere without her Bible and prayer books. As the days passed, Ejike, struggled with his conscience. Chioma's faith and kindness made his task unbearable. Each night he was taunted or haunted by nightmares and visions of the innocent lives he has taken. Chioma, sensing his unease, offered prayers for his peace, but he refused, not knowing the true source of his torment. One night, Ejike decided he could delay no longer. He prepared the ritual in secret, making sure Adaeze was out of the house. He lured Chioma to the secluded spot he had prepared, his hands trembling and his heart heavy with dread. Chioma followed, trusting him completely. As he was about to perform the ritual, something extraordinary happened. Chioma, sensing the darkness around her, began to pray aloud. Her voice filled with unwavering faith. The atmosphere shifted, and Ejike felt an intense spiritual presence. He dropped the knife, unable to go through with it. Chioma's prayer grew louder, and Ejike fell to his knees, sobbing uncontrollably. In that moment, the truth came pouring out. He confessed everything to Chioma, who listened with a mixture of horror and pity. She placed her hands on his head and prayed for his deliverance, calling on a higher power to break the chains of darkness that bound him. Ejike felt a weight lift off his shoulders. The caught grip on him weakened, and he knew he could not go back. Chioma took him to her church, where the congregation prayed fervently for his redemption. The process was long and arduous, filled with moments of intense spiritual warfare, but Ejike emerged a changed man. He lost his wealth, but he gained something far more valuable: a sense of peace and purpose. He confessed his crimes to the authorities and served his time. Accepting his punishment as a part of atonement, Adaeze stood by him, her heart broken but her faith unwavering, and Chioma continued to pray for his soul. Before Ejike went to prison, he did not know that Adaeze was pregnant for him. And when Adaeze discovered that she was pregnant, her joy knew no bound. She nurtured her pregnancy with love and faith. Her sister Chioma was always there to support her, even her extended family. She gave birth to twin boys. When Ejike heard of it, he was happy, at the same time sad that he could not carry them. But he had hope that it was for a short while. Upon his release, Ejike dedicated his life to helping others avoid the mistakes he made. He became an advocate against the dangers of greed and the allure of quick riches. Through his journey, he found redemption and a renewed sense of purpose, proving that even the darkest paths could lead to the light, if one had the courage to seek it. In the end, Ejike's story became a powerful testimony of the human spirit capacity for change and transformative power of faith, and in the newfound humility, he discovered that true wealth was not in material possession, but in the love, faith, and redemption he found along the way. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our story. Please like and share to your friends and family, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification button